Hello everyone. Welcome back to D&D with WhatTeamComp. I am our chaotic DM, Uncommon Guru, back at it again, once again. I have missed y'all, and I've missed my friends with the friendship. We have with us, yet again, once again, Zark Wartz, who is playing Aurelius, the human paladin fighter.
Am I playing Aurelius, or is Aurelius playing me?
You're playing Aurelius because Aurelius is in the backseat going, "Why are you driving us towards the cliff?"
It's funny!
We have Mary, who is playing as Fidget, Genevieve, aka Fidget, who is the human fighter warlock.
That's me.
We have Paris, who's playing Serenity, the Azmar barbarian.
Shit.
What'd you say?
I said friendship!
Friendship.
And we will have a Kendall who is playing as Artemis, the half-elf artificer wizard, but she's just running a little bit late. She told us to start without her. But we are back at it again, once again. How are you all? Y'all doing good?
We're good. Oh,
Speak
we have a
of
candle.
everyone
Speaking
else
of.
here.
Sorry. I brought coffee for no one.
No, we literally just started the stream, so you're good.
Wait,
Give me the mug!
Ah,
wait, you brought coffee for...
No
How
one.
do I have coffee here?
You
What the
ice.
fuck?
you got that illegally. It is not. You are not permitted to have that.
Drink it fast! They'll never know!
Shit.
That was a good one, Zark.
Thank you.
Anyways.
I am... Thank you.
God fucking...
Did you just self-applaud? I cannot believe.
He self-applaud.
I mean, worth it, but like, god damn.
No, more mistake.
I'm going to hell, aren't I?
No.
We'll meet you there.
You were already on your way there. This just kind of streamlined you.
Follow me down to the river.
No!
Yeah, go ahead, Comp. Sorry.
You're fine. When last we left off, the party had completed some downtime activities, preparing themselves for the upcoming travel, excuse me, where they will be going to Dragonsby. With various bits of interpersonal connections that they have made, as well as the interpersonal connections where they are working to improve themselves in one way or another. Everyone has begun to wind down at the moment, to relax and prepare themselves. Where do we immediately leave off?
Really blacked out in Genevieve's room because he tried to leap out the window again, so Velinor brought him in. Actually, no, I think he successfully did it. So Velinor brought him in. Genevieve and Serenity went off to check on... It was his weapon plan. Okay.
Yeah, we just picked up his weapon and we're heading back to Fidget's room.
And Serenity showed Fidget her new spooky fit.
Yeah, and she approved because it's what Fidget would wear, but at the same time it is not spooky as Fidget spooky.
I'll never remember that. You look spooky. I don't want to be spooky!
Oh, and my favorite thing that happened last session, Fidget can read.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were on our way to go gently wake Aurelius up off of Fidget's floor with his new weapon.
I have like a mental
Right.
image of Fidget's version of gently throwing a shoe at him.
She dropped the weighted
I know I
blanket
went
on
to
him.
I know
Sorry.
I went to sleep early last session, But why is he
Uh-huh.
on your floor?
He was really tired, and instead of going to his room to take a nap, he just kind of curled up on Fidget's floor.
Oh, bless.
Just
Because
he-
Serenity had walked in on Fidget reading, and Aurelius joined them, but was too tired to go to his room, so he laid down on the floor. And in sibling fashion, Fidget dropped a weighted blanket on him when he kept talking back.
I mean, he shut up.
Oh.
Excuse me.
But yeah, that's where we had immediately left off, was Fidget and Serenity on their way back to her room.
Okay. I
If
Don't-
you'd like to pick up there, or is there something else you'd like to do?
don't know that there's anything that specifically needs to be done.
With that part, no.
No, with that part, no. Or, I get brutal critical next level. Paris being excited. Let me smash. You guys haven't even gotten a chance to smash since we've been here. We'll get there.
I got so enthusiastic that my
I
own
saw.
throat like stopped the noise. I want to smash things. I want to smash someone with a table specifically.
We'll get there. Don't worry. I
Oh,
have
that's-
plans.
oh,
We
that-
just, yeah, we got.
Oh, that's right. Fidget and Serenity had that talk about the difference that the two of them have when it comes to fighting.
Yeah.
How Fidget does it out of necessity, Serenity does it out of fun. And that it's not a bad thing that Serenity does it out of fun.
She finds it
Sitting here like,
enjoyable.
I'm enthralling.
Nice.
Sorry. I'm gonna draw Arvis doing the noise meme now. God damn it.
I don't imagine anyone would object to moving to the next morning.
Not at
No.
all.
Eh.
Next morning comes around. Question from me to you all. Are you guys going to be readying up to go to Dragonsby today? Or is there anything
Think
you
so.
were considering here?
Well, Aurelius will be preparing alongside finishing up his course, effectively.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever everyone else is ready to go, he'll be ready to go.
I actually have an idea for the morning, if I may.
You may.
So, since the group is getting ready to go to Dragonsby, Fidget is coming down the stairs, holding 2 arms full worth of books and hobbling into the kitchen. Does anybody want some light reading while we go? I've already read through all of these.
Do you have anything on sorry, brain's empty.
Bro, still had that morning fog.
Hold on, I'll come back to me. I'll that is the vibe of Aurelius.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give you an idea, Kendall, Fidget spent 50 gold on books. She's got a lot of books.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Artemis is gonna come over and inspect the books.
You will notice not all of them are in common.
You okay? What are they about?
They're fantasy books. Some of them might have some actual fact to it, but it's obvious that Fidget is a fantasy nerd by looking at all of the books.
Artemis will look over all of them to varying degrees of approval, because she does enjoy fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she will, there are some of these that she's probably read. Some of them are in languages she doesn't understand, so she doesn't pass any judgment on those. But the ones that she has read, she will kind of comment. Like, there's definitely one that goes, ooh, make sure to either skip or skip to the part in this book, and we'll list off page numbers, and make sure to tell you that it's very detailed and graphic fantasy smut.
Yeah.
Oh, then Serenity, I think this book's for you.
I was about to say, I'm like, Serenity's ears are perked.
Fidget just slides the book over to Serenity, kind of going, I already read it. I mean, Adi ain't wrong about the detail and everything, but it's not my cup of tea. And I've already, like I said, I've already read all of these, and if nobody wants them, I can find a way to take them with us.
In the
But
bag it
I wanted
goes.
to
She
share.
puts it in the satchel.
I am sharing my my newfound obsession of reading with the rest of you.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of an obsession every now and again.
You said you're learning magic as well, right?
Yes, actually.
I have some books that you can go through if you'd like, that I have
Oh,
with,
that-
and notes if you'd like to go through those.
Oh, I would love that, Adi. Thank you.
Okay, I'll
And she
trade.
actually
She'll
is
take
gonna
one of
do
your
like a-
fantasy books and she'll take one of your fantasy books, actually 2 of them, and pass you off a very thick notebook. Once you finish with that one, tell me if you have any questions or need to understand some things. My handwriting isn't always that very good.
That's okay. I have found that it doesn't matter how it's written, I can read it. Which is
Okay.
it's a new thing. And she's like bouncing excitedly as she takes the notebook.
Yeah, Artemis is starting to get off on the vibe as well and just bounces on her toes. Okay, good. Yes, we can talk more about it after you're done reading. But if you have any questions or if I need to elaborate on anything, because some of those I have realized are in half sentences.
You see Aurelius just smiling at Artemis being a nerd.
Oh, you did shorthand. Okay, I might have questions then.
Yes, but it's not all of it are my notes. They are what I have gathered and copied down, and then what my observations. My observations are usually the part that's in shorthand. So I'm more than willing to explain those. But yes.
But yeah, Fidget will excitedly like put that notebook carefully into her bag, kind of going, "This one is mine. Do not want it mixed up in the other books."
And
After a
Artemis
moment- Oh, go ahead.
will grin and go. Now that she's all packed, I'm gonna go see you later to some people. I will do finger guns.
Oh yeah,
Be
no,
safe.
no.
Don't
But
don't
yes.
travel too far or into the water. Don't travel into the water.
You're the one who keeps falling in. I think that's just a you thing.
You fuck off. He says with like all the grace of a sailor.
After a moment, Fidget will kind of go through the books before sliding 3 in front of Aurelius, going, I don't know what languages that you know, but these kind of gave me you vibes with the books. There's a lot about knights and their grand tales. And there's some fighting, like detailed fighting scenes in these, and I think you'd like them.
Would Aurelius have read these books just out of curiosity?
They're no longer children's books, so.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. Because like if they're
Say one of them.
Aurelius will flip through the pages of that one and it's like a nostalgic, like, ah, yes, I remember this one. And then he'll look at the other one, be like, I'll have a look at this, I suppose.
Then you look at the third
I
one and you're like,
suppose.
it's in Dwarvish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fidget handed you the Dwarvish book. Like I said, I don't know what languages you're able to read, but this, and she'll tap the Dwarvish one going, this one's got stuff about dragons. It was fascinating.
God damn it, I can't read Dwarvish. I want to know more about dragons.
It's the closest you're going to get is giant right now. I can only transcribe every 5th word. There it is!
Artemis
it to
only
the
knows
board.
one fancy language. She only knows one fancy language.
I
And
know
it
one
sounds like
fancy
nature
language.
sounds. It sounds
I know
like nature
one-
sounds.
The sounds of birds and crickets.
Uh-huh.
See,
Just
I
imagine
can now-
Artemis. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the language proficiencies that you guys are putting in there. I can just say yes.
I can read that. Do I understand all the big words? Sometimes. But that's like when you get into the 6-syllable words where you're just like, disestablishmentarianism. What the fuck? Disestablishmentarianism.
That's not a real word.
That's
Not
10
a real
syllables.
word.
That's too many syllables.
It's not a real word.
I know.
How
I know.
about hippomonstrosophipedalia?
God fucking
The
damn
fuck
it.
did you just
That's
say to
also
me?
not a real word.
That
What
is
did you call my mother?
It's the fear. The best part is that's the fear of long words.
yeah.
I fucking hate it. Someone did that on purpose.
Being fair,
Yes.
that person was the same person who spelt dyslexia.
Which is so mean.
It's gotta
to people
be.
with
It's
dyslexia.
gotta be. Yes, it is. But
You
back on
said
track.
it, and I felt my brain go.
It short-circuited on you. No worries. Back on track. Velinor pulls
But
out
yeah,
a few pieces of toast with some jam on it, passes it around to anyone who wants some. Kind of like looks at Serenity with this look that's just like slow squint.
What?
Goes back into the kitchen, comes back out, sets a pile of bacon next to you.
He's learning. Serenity, he's learning.
I didn't forget. Actually, the cook didn't forget.
I'm never
I
gonna live down
definitely
trying to eat
forgot.
your whole hand.
You're never going to live it down. No. Not here, at least.
Hey,
Eat.
Velinor,
Hmm.
what makes you happy?
Ooh.
Kind of like pauses and thinks. Then kind of blinks for a moment. Can I get back to you on that?
Ah!
It's.
Yeah, sure.
I just woke up.
So did I, man.
Yeah,
And,
but you're
like,
asking like deep questions when you just woke up.
It's
I'm
not
still
that
making
deep,
breakfast.
man.
It.
I like. You know what makes me happy?
Hmm.
I like seeing you guys happy.
Oh. That's sweet. Thank you, Aurelius.
Except for Fidget, she can go fuck us.
She'll stand up with like a piece of toast in her mouth, almost like she's not paying attention to it, before taking one of the heavier books and whacking Aurelius with it.
That is.
Aurelius just like accepts it and just smiles and it's like, you love me.
Just like you love me, you dipshit.
Them's fighting words.
Fight!
Uh,
Fight!
yeah.
Fight! Fight!
Yeah, come back to me when you're actually able to scare me. Because right now you don't.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Not
looking at a
trying to.
newborn. It's like looking at a newborn babe in the barn.
Yeah. Also, mild pause. Technomonk's in the chat.
Ooh.
Heck no!
Yeah.
Techo!
Heck, it's been forever!
Yeah. Apparently, he has dyslexia.
Oh!
And it was like, thank goodness my phone knows how to spell it. And I was just like, I forget how to spell it. Yeah. Hi, Techno. Wanted to let the others know that you were here.
I went to the Twitch stream just to send Heck!
Yeah. Washer issue. Uh-oh. Arma's just like, I have 2 pieces of toast in my mouth. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yes.
Fidget likes Artemis's idea of going to say a few byes. She's got a few quite a few people she's got to talk to and say her goodbyes to.
Of course. And for the most
So,
part, like if you talk to
She's
one
doing
of
like
the
the anime thing.
yeah,
She's doing the anime thing where she hurries off with the toast in her mouth.
magnificent. Thankfully, each goodbye is pretty simple. You talk to one, they'll be able to send you to another.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone you wanted to have a slightly deeper conversation with? I'll say 1 or 2 people.
Von Sterling and Razor.
Ooh. Gotta get my
But
southern
Kendall
on.
went off and did that first. Kendall went off to talk to people first. I'm
Of
just
course,
following by example.
I understand. Kendall, same question. What are you running off to do?
Artemis is going to go and find Midnight and say goodbye.
Find Midnight and say goodbye. Okay. So you
'Cause
go
that's
in.
the friend that she made.
Yeah. You go to find him.
And then she's gonna go find Crazy. Because
Of
Crazy
course.
needs a longer goodbye.
Of course. So you
The
go.
rats made him crazy.
A lot of things made him crazy, but you go and finding Midnight because of the fact that you're in one of Von Sterling's estates is not difficult, as they're able to just kind of send you to where he should be, and knowing what to look for helps you find him. And he seems to be, I wouldn't say relaxed. He's bouncy. He's a presence. Not presenting himself, not trying to gain attention, but he's a presence, and one that you can easily note in the crowd with your keen eyes.
My elf eyes.
Oh, what your elf eyes see, Midnight.
War crimes.
Thank you, Yoda.
Okay, continue.
Yes, but yes, I imagine you approach him. Hey, how you doing, Audie?
I'm well. I am just... I came over here to say bye because we're leaving.
So soon? I mean, you had to leave eventually, but like, I suppose that's fair.
I mean, yeah, we're not staying forever.
I suppose. Where you headed?
Dragonsby.
I ain't too far. You gonna use one of the paths you were given? I can only imagine how quick that's gonna
Probably.
make things. Good, good. I'd say stay out of trouble, but you're with Fidget, so Fidget will keep you out of trouble.
Or we'll find trouble with her. One or the other.
She's good at staying out of trouble, honestly. It's, just that she knows how to handle trouble and,
There's this kind of stare. Sure.
Most of the trouble she's been having has been because she was not in trouble, but, people were looking for her. Without people looking for her...
I think you'll find that we are all in trouble.
You're all capable of being found by trouble?
Sure, that's the word.
Listen, if trouble's gonna hunt you, the least you can do is sharpen up a spear and stab it when it gets too close. Am I right?
I prefer fire, but yes, I
Fire
understand.
is good. Set the spear on fire. Set the forest on fire. Don't set the forest on fire if you're going to Dragonsby, though. The dragon there will be upset.
Oh, is there an actual dragon at Dragonsby?
Yeah. What? Haven't you heard the stories? Oh, well, yeah, though there's a dragon up there.
Has she heard the stories?
Well, Paris is currently away, so I can't double check. But she was told to go to Dragonsby for a bit of discussion between the dragon there as a helping from von Sterling, who had helped her with something. So whether or not she told you all, we'll double check when she gets back.
Okay. I'm gonna go off the assumption that Artemis may have forgotten. Or
Fair,
this
completely
wasn't
fair.
something they had gone over yet. Oh, dragon. Oh, that's fascinating. She's starting to look excited.
Not the fighting sort of dragon, more the... what's the phrase for it? Riddle me this sort of dragon?
Oh, that's even better. I'm not exactly the fighty sort.
That or the welcome to my labyrinth sort, which is equally frustrating. Well, sometimes. Unless you know the shortcuts, but I don't go there because I can't deal with that much presence. Kind of like bats his eyes, like you get the impression it's like, it's two personalities in the same room fighting for attention.
Ah. Does it have more than one head?
Only one.
Oh, so you're the other head.
I'm the pretty face.
You are very pretty.
Thank you. And I've had yourself.
Thank you.
Well,
Well,
we'll
I will
s-
see you around.
I'm sure I'll see you around sometime. Eventually, at least.
And
Go.
probably, hopefully, you won't have to save me from being kidnapped again.
If I do, it'll just be part of the course, you know?
I hope that's not becoming part of the course with me.
I guess we'll see. Maybe you'll rescue me
I do
from
not-
being kidnapped. I'll be the damsel. Although distress will be questionable. He has this like very mischievous smile.
Why do I get the feeling you're going to get yourself kidnapped on purpose now?
Oh, not for you. For me. There's just something about
Yes.
people underestimating you that's just thrilling.
Do people do that often? And she kind of just looks up and down, kind of questioningly.
I dress myself looking quite nice in not the most lavish of clothes, but if you look well enough, you might see it, and they get ideas. That answer your question?
Like when I had that pearl.
Yeah. Just some people tend to look at me and go, well, there's no way that there's not someone currently looking at them at all times. And I go, really, there's not. I am unsupervised.
I feel like that's part of the problem.
Nah. Definitely not a problem.
Are you sure?
Not my problem, anyway.
Alright, well, I'm going to go find Crazy. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, downstairs.
Thank you.
Of course.
And I'll see you later.
Have fun. Don't get exploded by whatever he's working on.
Oh, I probably will, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, possibly.
And she's gonna go off and find Crazy.
And Crazy's not hard to find. As you make your way down, at first it's like, okay, I just gotta find where Crazy is. Just gotta find where Crazy is. Gotta find where...
Crazy!
You see him slam against a wall, and then he just slowly sits up. Eyebrows gone, goggles pushed up onto his forehead, like soot on his face as he slowly pulls out a notebook, writes something down, closes it, nods, and goes, "Ow!"
Too much powder, I was telling you, too much powder.
Hush you.
Crazy, are you okay?
Huh? Oh! Say that again! I can't hear anything right now. Slower. All three of you need to stop staring at me. Hold on. Kind of like taps the side of
He's
his
gonna
head.
kind of put one hand over his eyes for a minute. Breathe.
Oh, I can't hear you. I can't see.
And she's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. The Cure Wounds will help. It doesn't immediately restore his hearing, but it helps him to at least regain a sense of balance as he slowly sits up and kind of stretches himself out and looks at you. Oh! Artie! Hey! Artemis! Gives you a hug. Hey!
And she will hug him back really tightly.
Hey!
So,
Yeah.
So, what did you do without me?
So, there was this thing that I was working on. I'm calling it a boom hammer. You hit something
But
with a
no.
hammer, and it explodes.
Oh,
That is such a fucking crazy thing to make. Oh no.
Unfortunately, when
Can I see it?
Yeah, well, hopefully there's pieces of it left.
oh. Should go sit, look,
He goes
look
in
over
and,
what's
like,
left of it.
You like the base of it, like where the part that would impact something is still there, but it's like embedded into a table, and the rest of it's like been like a whole chunk of it that was clearly peeled like a banana. Artie is saying goodbye. She said goodbye to Midnight and is currently saying goodbye to Crazy, who was attempting to test something he calls a boom hammer. It had a critical failure. It exploded and sent him flying out to the door.
You need to make this out of sturdier metal. Maybe that needs vents for the expulsion of the boom.
Oh, vents!
Can you hear me?
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. That does make a lot of sense.
Oh, good, you can hear me.
Yeah, I'm kind of taps the side of his head. I can hear like every half of a word, and so I can kind of figure it out.
Well, I just came down here to say goodbye because we are going off to Dragonsby.
Oh,
And
no
we're gonna go see a
kidding.
dragon.
Ooh. Okay. What's the proper etiquette around dragons? Oh yeah, don't die. I want to
I
see you
will
again.
try not to.
Okay? Missed you.
Okay.
Gives you another big
I
hug.
missed you.
You're my buddy. Missed you. And like
I
he
will
hugs
do
you.
my very best
Okay, good.
not to die.
And he hugs you like tight for a second and kind of just gently softens. And kind of just slowly just kind of rests his chin on your shoulder.
And she'll soften too and they'll just kind of hold each other like that for a while.
Come home
We'll just
safe,
kind of
Artie.
breathe out slowly.
And he just says, "Come home safe, Artie."
I'm going to.
Can't hold you to that, but I'm gonna hold it to you anyway.
I'm going to try.
That's all I can ask. Just that much.
I
Now-
think it's a little difficult for me to die. Considering everything.
I'd say it's pretty easy. You just have good friends.
I do. But I've also survived a lot. I live a lot longer than I thought I would.
Good. You should outlive me by at least 50 years. Kind of gently punches your shoulder.
Don't you know you're not allowed to die?
If I'm not allowed to die, that makes you immortal.
I don't think that's how this works.
That's definitely how it works.
That is definitely not how this works.
That's definitely
no,
how that works
no, that's
now.
definitely not.
You know, it's definitely how that works now.
No,
Mm-hmm.
no. But Artemis will pull back and give him a fond smile. But yeah, you're definitely not allowed to die. No, no. Mm-mm.
That makes you immortal.
That's still not how this works.
That's really how it works. Can I just pat you on the shoulder
No.
gently?
She'll kind of give him a little shove.
He very clearly, you see him like move his foot back and very on purpose locks his foot behind his other foot and lets you just the little shove. It's little. It's definitely not supposed to just knock him over, but he just kind of lets it go as he goes thump. Kind of rolls for a moment, just kind of rocks and then jumps back to his feet. Ugh.
Why are you like this?
Because if I wasn't like this, someone else would be.
That's a good point. Okay. It has to be you.
Now.
You stay safe.
If
If I have to stay safe, you have to stay safe.
he looks at
If I
you
have to stay
and
safe, you
like
have to stay safe.
moves over to where he has the fragments of the boom hammer, lifts it up, just still laughing manically as he goes to go and try and salvage it to make another one.
Hey, if I have to promise to be safe, so do you.
Safe is relative with stuff like this. And he shoves it to the back and pulls out a second prototype. Test 2!
Vents! Don't forget the vents!
Oh, looks at it. Okay, test 2 later. I need to... Walks back in. You just hear the sound of the forge being cranked back up as he grabs the bellows and just starts working to
Actually, I want to see how you're doing this, and she's gonna go skitter over and watch him and help him.
Sounds like a plan. Which means we will hop over to Fidget.
Yes. Hello.
Alright, and you said
Can
you
we
wanted
do
to talk
Razor
to...
first?
Yeah. Okay.
I think Von Sterling might be the longer of the two, that's why. Either way, she's looking for the, one of the two bright redheads in the house.
Uh-oh. I'm a fire starter.
So you find Razor, and you see Razor just keening his sword, just gently running his sword across a whetstone.
Hey, Razor.
Fidget.
I wanted to come say goodbye.
Oh. Heading out already?
I didn't get a chance to actually say goodbye to you guys last time, and I'm trying to rectify this issue now.
I'd hardly have called last time a goodbye. It was more of a, I need to go. But you're gonna be heading out. Grabbing tank?
Yeah, after I talk to your pops, I'm gonna find Tank, because we're about ready to head over to Dragonsby.
Should I let him know?
Tank?
Yeah.
Probably. Probably a good idea, yeah.
And starts to stand up, kind of pauses, looks at you.
She takes that pause and just moves forward and gives him the biggest hug she can.
He hugs back and just... He like holds you for a second and he's just like... Alright, after 5 seconds, it's getting a little sappy.
That's what I'm going for. Just, you can't fight the moment. Let me hug ya.
Oh,
Oh, come on. You've been like a brother to me all these years. I'm gonna miss you.
yeah, at least people can't really see us right now. can't have my image moved. And he turns and he gives you like both arms wrapped around you, like tight hug.
See, that's what I was waiting for. I knew sooner or later you'd give me a hug.
I was going to give it
Like-
eventually.
Yeah. I just had to be annoying and start it. But, thank you. Seriously, thank you.
Anytime.
Is there, probably not, but is there any way I can keep in touch with you guys after I leave?
I can check in with you once a week with sending, once every 2 weeks if it's getting rough.
Because I know your pops has kind of made this his new base of operation. And even if it's just a little update, because I didn't know my little brother and Ma were working for, well, the Ma's working for your pops.
I'll keep an eye on
Did you
him.
not know? Or did you know?
Found out yesterday, mostly because apparently someone went and caused a ruckus that the paladins were hooting and hollering about.
Oh.
Couldn't be me. Kind of gives you this look of just like, I know you were in the premises, but I don't know if you were involved.
I actually didn't fight.
He thinks about it for a moment before he slowly seems to like nod and accept that. You've always been practical.
I kept the civilians safe and got them underneath the tavern and out.
Huh. I mean, your mom was there, so I suppose that makes sense. Your brother was there.
Yeah, him being a paladin is kind of interesting, that's for sure.
Goddamn sheep.
To be fair, it was only a matter of time before one of the bowmen became one. But,
Better him than you. Don't think it suits you.
could you imagine? Genevieve Bowman sheep.
Listen, I understand you've got a very fluffy personality sometimes, but once you shear the wool off, keep it out of your eyes. Hides a wolf. You'll just go in and bite
feel
someone.
like I hate how right you are about that. Always have been. Even Ma, to this day, will give me a hard time about my, fighting when we were kids. Okay, but you have to admit, to be fair, those people deserved it. They were picking on us.
I'd do it again. Heartbeat.
Oh, in a fucking heartbeat. And I kept my word, and I will continue to keep my word that you, being what you are, you're safe.
He kind of like thinks about it for a moment. Safe is relative, but I'd like to think I'm safe.
I mean, I doubt your pa will ever let anybody touch you with what you are.
Oh no, he'll let people touch me. He just knows that if they touch me, I will remove their hands myself. They didn't need it if they decided to touch what they shouldn't.
Yeah, good point. She'll finally, like, the hug has been going on for a little longer than even she expected, so she'll let go, and, like, because of the height difference, she'll tousle his hair just a little bit. I should go find your pops and tell him goodbye, too. See if he has any marching orders for us.
luck. Not that I think you need it.
I got a good group of people with me. I'd like to think that I'm good at choosing friends.
Most of the time, yeah.
And you do realize I am including you in that, yes?
Oh no, I'm one of the bad friends. I'm the bad influence that you picked up on.
Oh yeah, absolutely horrible. You're the reason that I fight so well. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. I'd make your mama sad.
Please, my mom always liked you.
What the hell? I always thought she
Oh,
hated
you
me.
know for... Did you actually... It's because of what you and I got into. Big difference.
That and your dad.
Yeah, how's he been handling being in this area with us?
He's trying to act like he knows what's going on, like he's in... I wouldn't say control. But like he's aware of what's going on.
My dad doesn't even know how to probably even spell the word collective. Let alone know what your pops has been doing. But yeah, before this gets even sappier than it already has been, I'm gonna go find your pops.
Yeah.
But yeah, she knows usually where Von Sterling is, and she'll kind of...
Yep.
And once at his office, she'll give a knock on the door. Is he there?
Enter.
Thank you, sir. As she comes through the door and closes it behind her.
I take it, by your arrival, you're going to be heading out soon.
That's the plan, sir. On our way to Dragonsby.
Do remind Serenity about the agreement we had.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely we'll make sure she keeps her word to the boss.
Gives you a nod.
Is there anything that you are expecting of me while I am gone, sir?
I'd appreciate not having to initiate too many more people. If it's alright by you.
I do apologize that so many people have been showing up under my introduction of all things, so...
It's not a bad thing. It's just... interesting. I'd prefer to keep it a little lower for the time being. You're still one of us.
Well,
you'll be still traveling under our banner, just scoping. Keeping an eye out on
yes,
the
sir.
north, as I hear you're headed.
Yes, sir. And I highly doubt that you had to initiate my father into the collective. I highly doubt that he would want to be. But I do
didn't offer.
appreciate you keeping an eye on him. Okay, good.
Of course.
Because I don't think that would be a good match.
I haven't told him much of anything. He knows a bit, but that's on him. I'm also taking care of D'Artez boy.
Oh, Teddy, how's he doing? Is he enjoying cleaning up after everyone?
He'll live.
I take it that Midnight's been giving him a hard time. Good. Good. But Razor said that he would keep in contact with me every week or so, if that is a good way for you to have updates on what's going on with me as well.
It is one of the ways we can do so. I appreciate hearing that we'll be getting feedback from you.
I wanted to make sure that even though I'm going off and doing my own thing with my own ragtag group under me, that I still report back to the one in charge.
Glad to hear it.
And, sir? Thank you. My memory of things might have been a bit twisted when I left. But in the time being here in Waybreak and being back around you guys, I am realizing how much of a father figure you were to me, and I thank you for that. You didn't have to, but I appreciate it.
He kind of like looks away for a moment. Maybe not. But you certainly needed and deserved someone who would care.
I'll make sure to do the collective proud while I'm gone. I should gather tank and see if the group's ready to go.
He nods.
She like stands awkwardly at the door for a moment before giving a nod of her head going,
You're dismissed.
thank you again, sir.
Don't worry. I appreciate you.
It
for taking the
that
time.
actually wasn't what she was wanting to do, but she'll leave.
No, yeah. He didn't know that.
No, it was very much she was gonna give him a hug, but it was very awkward, and she wasn't. That's why she was just kind of awkwardly standing there, like it would be so odd to give my boss a hug right now.
He didn't know what you wanted.
It's okay.
She's waiting to be dismissed. I understand.
But yeah, she'll open the door to leave, and before kind of going, Von Sterling, permission to do something that is not collective and on normal.
Granted.
She'll move away from the door and just kind of hug him. She knows it's awkward, she knows it's out of nowhere, but she will give him a hug. Thank you, sir.
He'll gently pat your back and just nods.
And with that awkwardness, I'll get out of your office. Thank you, sir. And she'll like hurry away.
Pat, 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 pat.
Yeah, just that awkwardness of I just gave my boss a hug. Da 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 da. But yeah, she'll go back towards where the kitchen area, knowing that Tank will probably be along the way, and we can leave it there with Fidget for now.
And I don't think that Serenity, did you have anyone you wanted to say goodbye to? One or two people?
I highly doubt that I can find Ember.
Zark, are you also looking for Ember?
Just
Ember's more likely to find Aurelius. Let's be real.
Is that someone you would like to speak with?
That is someone he is trying to find. Yes.
Okay, we'll grab both of you for this then, because I imagine Serenity would know. If I want to find Ember, the best thing to do would be to take this boy with me just in case.
It's called bait.
I was about to say Aurelius is just like bait for a trap.
it's just like make him wiggle the booty. She will come.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Because she's right. Because Kendall is right.
Wiggly.
Aurelius is like, what do you mean? Like, just kind of like rolls his eyes, just like holds his hands in the air and goes, wiggle, 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 wiggle. And you just hear the sound of thump, 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 thump.
It's more of a...
The summoning dance.
After a little bit of just be like, okay, they'll get around here eventually. There's just like this, like, I wouldn't call it like there's a slight noise that you both notice, and it's like not like a prevailing noise, just like you hear it like every couple seconds. And then finally, both of you like pause when you hear it, and you kind of finally gauge where it's coming from. You both look at each other, and then you both look up. And Ember's just sitting in the rafters. She's just in the rafters, kicking her legs, looking at both of you. And as you both look up, she like wiggles her fingers at you like, oh, hi. And she hooks her legs under the rafters and flips so she's hanging upside down. Hey.
Fairy just holds her arms out expectantly, because let's be real,
Well, come here.
this is normal.
Yeah. Upside down hug.
There's more like drop down, I'll catch you.
She's like, no, hug me. Hug me. Come here.
I can't hug you if you're up there.
Aurelius will look at Serenity, look at Ember. Aurelius is making the calculations.
No. She's staring at him.
Then throw me.
Are you fucking mad?
Whee! Just lets go and just
Serenity.
drops down.
As that happens, Aurelius is like, you realize I walked into the abyss, and you're asking if I'm mad.
Fair enough.
This is the perfect place.
Land in my tits.
Mmm.
God damn it.
Kind of just flips over and just kind of like is piggybacking on you for a second before she drops down. So, I heard you two are leaving, so I got you guys gifts.
What?
Surprising, you didn't have to.
No, I didn't. That kind of pats herself down. It's clear she doesn't have pockets, at least not like conventional. She like pats herself down, pauses for a second, thinks for a second, looks away. Ah!
Probably in your bra.
Reaches into her bra. Nope, not here. Oh, right. And she goes to the wall and she just starts like pulling herself up and scaling back up into the rafters.
It's like a squirrel got turned into a human.
And
You're dating a raccoon.
heads up, pretty boy.
Hmm?
Do you catch what is thrown at your face?
Please hold.
Please hold.
He's gonna roll for it.
Of course he is.
Bonk.
Whacks you square in the face.
I imagine it's... Okay, so I'm imagining the animation is it's this really, like, cinematic shot of, like, spiraling around Aurelius as he holds his hand up. And then it just smash cuts to a distance away where it shows Serenity and Aurelius just standing next to each other. And then you just see bonk on his face and it flops to the ground pathetically.
Mm.
And then just the chibi sad Aurelius.
Oh. No, leave him alone.
Give
I
him
have
kisses,
fun.
make him feel better.
I have
Yes.
fun.
As that's happening, you hear something else being tossed down to you, Serenity. And I imagine you looked over to Aurelius when it was said. She doesn't say anything to warn you. She just drops it on you.
Caught while staring directly at Aurelius.
Aurelius, on the ground, you pick up what appears to be some kind of quiver. Very fancy quiver, though. A lot of intricate woodland details embroidered across it, as well as, notably, across the side of it, looks to be like an interesting design choice of almost like scaling weaponry. Like across like the furthest part of it, like across like the back of it, is like a spear or a javelin, you'd guess, and then it goes into slightly smaller, up down to arrows and bolts.
Ah. So like it how I'm kind of imagining it is a bunch of like weaponry, but behind it is like almost Celtic knotted patterns.
Kinda, yeah.
Like this, yeah. Okay.
The weaponry are all ranged weapons. More specifically, ranged ammunition.
Hmm.
Serenity, when you pull it off your face, you look at it. It looks to be a feathered cloak with a bunch of like you'd say like soft gray to gray blending into white feathers on a slightly more like black with white embroidery across it cloak. I know you already got a cloak, but I saw this one and it was like, this one is much better suited for you, like when you like look your best. But you know, you don't have to use it if you don't want to use it. I just got it for you because I wanted you to have it, just in case you want to look pretty.
Are you embarrassed?
Huh?
She already looks pretty.
Oh yeah, I mean obviously. What was that?
She asked, are you embarrassed? You're doing a lot of padding with your words.
Have you not spent several days with me?
It's more than usual.
No. Maybe. I don't know.
Smiles to lean forward and kiss her forehead. I do very much appreciate it.
Good. And you?
Aurelius is still analyzing the design pattern. How long did it take for this to be crafted?
Nah, no. I didn't make it. I just bought it. But probably a while. They say that it can hold a lot of arrows. Or a lot of javelins. Or a lot of a couple different stuff.
That's at least 2, right?
More than 2.
Says true.
Yes.
Whoa.
I know, right?
Aurelius will... Is there anything in the room?
Table,
Or is it
chairs.
just- Okay. What Aurelius is gonna do is he's gonna pull out his hand crossbow and just kind of place the quiver at his side so that he can like do a quick reload with it or attempt that kind of concept.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will kick a chair into the air and attempt to fire at it as kind of like a test to see
Sure. Make
how
an
it
attack roll.
goes.
It goes really well. You shoot it and it goes like right into it and you're like, bullseye. Perfect shot.
This will be very useful.
Mm-hmm.
There's a smile on his face.
Frank just points at Aurelius. Don't shoot my dress again.
Oh, Amber, I haven't told you about that, have I?
Probably not, but also I think that you also need to leave 10 gold on the table. That wasn't a cheap chair.
You're gonna hold me to this, aren't you?
Are you saying
You did
that
it.
you would leave without paying back what is due? Aurelius, are you going rogue?
Aurelius just kind of looks towards her. It is merely a chair.
It was one that has been imported from Chakrel.
How do you know all this?
It's Ember.
I also kind of takes it, like flips it around, motions to the chair. Know that it has been embroidered by someone who is probably more talented than me, with my, kind of looks at her hands. I know it's expensive. Leave the gold on the table.
Ember, how many things have you burnt to a crisp in recent memory?
At least you just shot a table.
Even recent memory, I'm not gonna try and count that.
Yeah, and have you left any gold behind?
Yes. But only
Wait,
for
for real?
people who... yeah, totally. Unless it's a place I don't know who owns it, in which case I just kind of leave and hope that the fire doesn't spread. You know, the usual.
Aurelius is kind of taken aback by this. There's like... There's a code in that head of hers somewhere. He just didn't see it.
She's chaotic lawful. She has a code, just no one knows what it is.
Chaotic lawful. Chaotic lawful. Wait, hold up. What?
Yeah, she has a code, just no one knows what it is.
What do you mean chaotic lawful? Jesus fucking Christ.
Have you not heard of that before?
No!
It's exactly what I just said.
I don't like it. I know we can do this. That's illegal.
Either way,
I've heard of this. I don't like it.
Correct.
it's a thing I don't understand, therefore it's wrong.
No, it's just what Artemis is, and I know I don't like it because I understand what it is.
Sorry. Aurelius will be like, alright, just like Aurelius being Aurelius, seeing very little value in coin, will just throw his entire gold pouch because he's lazy and doesn't want to count it.
It's such a good thing that you didn't take the money from Fidget, because it'd be over 2,000 gold there.
Yeah.
Shorty
Yeah,
just picks up.
It's only 38.
Shorty just picks up the pouch, pulls out 10 gold, and just hands the pouch back to Aurelius.
What?
10 gold.
What if I just wanted to tip the owner?
No, you're lazy and didn't want to count it out.
True. In my defense, I've been spending, the last couple of weeks exclusively in a forge. And, I've learned a lot, but man...
Cheers. Oh, excuse me. She just shakes her head.
Aurelius will, pull out his mirror, because he's had that this whole time, and he will just hand it to Ember.
Ooh.
Parting gift, I suppose.
Well, thank you.
It's so you can keep looking at your cute face.
I'll be thinking of you.
Please. In the mirror?
You gave it to me, dummy.
I'm not inside the mirror. You can't see me in there. That's not how it works. It's not magic.
She like karate chops your head. Go
Overthinking again.
Go get your stuff. Shoot! Be gone with you.
Alas, I can't simply just walk away. Just
Already
automatically.
Serenity just picks him up. Let's go.
Oh, you ruined the fun.
Shakes her head.
Aurelius will do a little wave over Serenity's shoulder.
You're incorrigible. So she's wearing.
Like, as they're walking away, Aurelius, I think I might have a crush on her.
There's just like a straight 10 seconds where she just stops walking, like she's processing what you're saying, before she just lets out this very deep sigh and keeps walking. Incorrigible. Also, you didn't think that you had a crush when you slept with her. Several times.
I think I might have a crush on you.
I'm going to drop you!
Just so long as it's not in the water, I don't care.
You just gave me the idea.
Oh shit. Nope. Nope. Just starts fucking trying to break the grapple.
Roll it! The
You'll be
fuck you
fine.
will.
I'm assuming that's end scene.
I'm just laughing. She's been wearing this whole outfit the entire time, and Aurelius hasn't noticed jack or shit.
Which outfit?
Hold up, I forgot to send it to Zark.
Yeah, you never sent it.
You
I
only
mean,
sent
used
it to me.
Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is my cop? There it is.
You'll be fine. So while you're sending that, excuse me.
I'm probably trying to find Tank because I don't know. Does she know that they're coming with?
Yes,
Or
Fidget
no.
told you.
Yes.
Okay, thank God.
Because Serenity had the joke of, oh, the brothers are going to be there together. I wonder if the rest of the family looks like them.
Oh no, Serenity's hot.
Accurate.
I just sent a voicemail because Artemis would have thinking. God damn it. Ah, well. Hang on. That's all that I can think of, though.
So
I want to rewind time a bit and just like whenever Aurelius sees Serenity for the first time that day, he's just like
oh, no.
stun
She's
locked
hot.
for a solid minute.
We could say that
like-
happened. Easy enough.
Yeah.
The processing.
And so,
Is he processing?
how hot
That
Serenity
Serenity's
looks.
hot. Look in
I
voice
said-
chat.
Oh,
I sent the fit.
so he's realizing that water is wet then.
Yes.
But yeah,
Water
no,
is
Serenity
not
has a new
wet.
drip.
Water cannot be wet. It makes other. I'm not having this argument.
Don't have this
I'm not
argument.
having this argument.
This is Dark and I have had this argument before. It is...
Spiraling! I've never
Good,
seen anyone
Suffer.
get triggered so fast!
Suffer.
Like the true raccoon.
I know a button. You showed me a button. I'm going to press it.
The button is red.
Look, I found this button on Zark. What could possibly mean? Click.
Uh-oh.
Here is all of my buttons and how to press them. Please do not look at them.
I do not know
Fucking
how
Dee Dee.
to whisper someone while I'm streaming.
whisper
Rip.
someone through Twitch.
Yeah. On OBS. Trying to
I
help
can't
Techno
whisper
see
on
how
OBS.
hot she is. Oh wait, hold on. I have a better
Oh, I
idea.
can send
Hold
it to him.
on. Oh yeah, send it to him.
I can DM it to him.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, Deco, picture this outfit on a, how tall is Serenity?
6'3".
She's a tall lady.
6'3"
A 6'3".
Barbarian.
Wait,
I-
she's taller than Aurelius.
Yes, she is.
A 6'3", blonde bombshell of a black woman barbarian.
God fucking damn it, is what he said.
This is Artemis's girlfriend. Yes,
Yep.
Yeah, that's the party barbarian tech. She hot.
All I could think was like that Mickey Mouse meme. She's my girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Tech just went ... like fuck.
Oh, wait.
Mm.
No, I think we're gonna. I was trying to figure out. I'm like, I don't think anyone else she's really made a connection with. It's awful.
He's like, well, goddamn, like, fuck. Well, I have to listen more now. Good. You understand. So you all gather back
Fidget
together.
would be
Oh, good.
yeah. Fidget would be coming back with Tank if Tank's not there already, waiting for her.
Tank's there, and he's like, got his like backpack on, and he's like checking a few like extra sewn on pockets that have a couple belts of knives wrapped around his calf. He just kind of looks up at you, nods. We go soon?
We go soon, big day.
Good.
We should get our cot, and then we don't have to travel very far to get to Dragonsby.
Yes, you have, yes.
Yeah, she'll just tap the pin that's on her cloak.
He nods at it. Cart is ready. Bunkers is, happy.
Oh, you got to spend time with Bonkers? He's a good McNovice.
He nods slowly, and then slowly like rubs the top of his head.
I'm going to guess he pecked.
Yes.
I take it Bonkers took a liking to you very quickly.
He kind of shrugs like, I don't know if that was or wasn't.
Bonkers was made to bonk. Don't worry, if he pecked you, it means he likes you. It's only when he draws blood that it's a problem.
Did he draw blood on you, big guy?
No.
Then I think you're good.
Villanor is outside. Are you ready?
I got all my stuff. You guys ready to go?
Excuse me.
But
Didn't
yeah,
hear-
she's looking at the others.
Sorry's checking her satchel just to make sure she has everything.
I'm just gonna waddle out.
Waddle.
Then she waddle away.
Waddle.
Waddle.
Aurelius looks like he just got out of a shower.
Why are you wet?
Well,
Did you fall in again?
No, I felt disgusting this morning. Covered in sweat. It's getting really hot.
You did sleep on the floor.
That would do it.
Well, at least you didn't fall in.
Yeah. The more you look at Aurelius, the more you realize that he's actually like trimming his beard and like grooming himself properly. Like he's actually looking after himself now.
He looks like a functioning member of society.
Sorry just
What?
cups his
Never.
Sorry just cups his cheeks and moves his head like back and forth to like look everything over. You're clean.
Yes. What's the issue?
Actually, let's
You
present
know
the
how to
bowl.
use a washcloth?
What? Sorry, what'd you say?
She said you actually look presentable.
I wasn't presentable before.
You had like that rugged, sexy outdoor man look. Now you look like an actual knight.
Huh. Not sure if I'd consider myself a knight, but
She him looks back, like looks from head to toe, and just does it several times, and then just arches her eyebrow. Really?
a knight is
You
of
saw it too,
noble
hun?
birth. Generally speaking, a knight is of noble birth and origin. I am merely a swordsman. He bows slightly.
Good point. But let's go before I get into another bickering match with you. I don't have the energy or the
Meh.
time.
6 out of
Do you
10.
need a drink?
Tank says as he walks out.
They really just looked at your neck and said, "Hey, there's a nice little spot, Pap."
Fidget's just laughing and following Tank outside.
Aurelius will probably get on. Well, first thing he's doing is he's gonna give the creature leading the pack a good old little pat, little scritchies, and then get on and get ready to start driving.
All right. So I'll hop in, get settled up together.
Saddle up, I'm taking y'all for a ride.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys don't move out of the city. In fact, you move kind of more into the housing gated area of Von Sterling until you get towards a large, massive tree that is in the center of it. As you get closer, Fidget, I imagine you press.
She does press the brooch.
You press the brooch, and when you do so, it seems to have thin wisps of like tendrils and light that move and kind of go down immediately towards the ground before seem to almost quickly snake and jump their way towards the tree, at which point part of the tree seems to gently pull apart and open itself into a gateway for you to enter through. And on the other side, you can see a very different looking scene for you to step out into.
And with that, I'll change it to the right music.
Please and thank you. Stepping out into the new city, there is a immediate change to the air. You go from the salty brine of seawater perpetuating and perpetually coming in from the ocean to an area that is earthy. A grove, a swath of trees is in the distance. You're on more of what you would call more of a hillside area, more of a like an open rolling hills and plains and such, where you can just see for miles. And this feels like it is a large tree to work with and to look at, and it's still daytime. It's not like it has suddenly changed times on you like that, but there is definitely a sense of just stepping from one place that's full of energy to a place that's a lot more quiet. You don't have the hustling back and forth of sailors going around, where this place is a lot more. People are still there, they're taking care of things, and there's a few people who, as you all step out of the tree, they're mildly startled by the sudden appearance, but as they look at the tree and look to the cart, they seem to acknowledge the way in which you have traveled, and as such, kind of, they don't press you, they don't try and cause you any sort of, difficulty. They just seem to give you little waves and just like, welcome, welcome, yeah, welcome. Just confused, but not getting in your way, we'll say. As they seem to, if not recognize what has happened, at the very least realize there is something mystical about what you've done that they're not particularly interested in. You're here, you're going about your business, that's all they need to know. There's a beaten trail with stones not embedded into the ground, but rather put on either side to make a pathway that is traversable without causing it to be overly noisy, like the stone cobblestone paths that you had been in Wavebreak, which, by the way, on the map for you guys, because I moved it on the stream but not here, I will now move you guys appropriately to Dragonsby, as you guys have made the jump there. While I'm doing that, there is also a lot more sound of wildlife. With the sounds of people being a lot more muted, there's a lot more sounds for creatures to flitter about, and you can hear the calls of various birds, other such entities. Nothing that would draw your attention in a way that would make you feel like there's something negative or anything like that. Just this place is calmer. Certainly not too much quieter, but quiet enough to be serene. And among some of the things here is one little tidbit that does stand out. As you look over the place, you see the forest off in the distance, and off more towards the west, there is built almost with a bunch of trees built around it as though to entrap it. Looks to be what you would presume from the appearance to be the remnants of some tower that is floating in the air, no base. Like half the tower is just in the air, just floating there. It seems to almost be set up with a bunch of wards around it to prevent people from just accidentally wandering too close to it without realizing what was there.
Is that where we're going?
You got the stone still to talk to Gadai, Ari? We might want to check.
Yes. Artemis will pull out the stone. Remember, thumb over the rune. We found another floating tower that doesn't have a base. Is this where we're going?
Oh! Well, first and foremost, hello, Artemis. Good to hear from you again. What
Hello.
city?
Are they in Dragonsby yet, or...?
You are, technically speaking, you are approaching Dragonsby. This tower would be in the vicinity of Dragonsby.
We are approaching Dragonsby.
Then that is very likely one of mine. You said it is floating. Once more, the clever illusion that I've set up to prevent people from just approaching the door and attempting to enter in.
Ah, so it's like the other one.
Yes.
I need to find a brick.
You should be able to get in knowing the password. I'll send it to you later. Do make sure that you're settled in for a bit before you head in. I don't recall what exactly troubles might still be there if my last one was any indication, especially with, well, you know.
Yes, true. But how are you doing? Is your guest okay? Do you still have your guest?
Yes, very helpful. Very helpful. Means that I can be a little bit more. I'd hardly say. I am more free to attempt things than to be hesitant. Yushi is an excellent assistant, and I'm grateful that they are taking things as well as they are.
That's good. But are you okay?
I'm still trapped in crystals. So, I'm about the same as I was yesterday.
Outside of, yeah, I mean outside of that.
Outside of that, I am in the body of a ferret, so about the same as I've usually been, yes. I am
Okay.
surviving.
Himself was a ferret, and so I had to remember that he's not in Bean Bean.
You like picked a Bean Bean like, are you in there? Bean Bean blinks. Okay, good. Not yet.
Well, I don't think we have any further questions, but thank you.
Do I hear
update you
Artemis
when we
talking?
get there.
She has to say it out loud, so yeah. You can't hear the response, but you hear her talking out loud.
Hey Artie, could you ask him a question for me?
She just hands you the. She just hands her the stone.
That'll work. Thank you. Yadai? Curious question. Have you heard about a dragon in Dragonsby? A green one in particular? Wait. That came through, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Clarifying, who is that directed at?
Goodbye.
Good eye.
G'day. Got it. G'day's silent for a bit, as I thought you had asked Artemis, and I didn't realize there was Artemis to G'day. And so it's asked to G'day. G'day is just like paused for a second. It's just like, what dragon?
Been sent to send a message to a dragon in Dragonsby, or rather the... Hold up. Pulled them up.
I will give you the name, Lurlanus the Beautiful.
Oh, I forgot about that. They call themselves Laralanus the Beautiful. Sounds a bit posh, if you ask me, but...
Are you saying that if you weren't a dragon, you wouldn't have a posh name? But no, I don't recognize it.
It was worth a shot. Thank you. She'll hand it back to Artemis.
Thank you. We will keep you updated. And yes, there was a dragon in Dragonsby.
What the fuck? Just hear it cut off.
Mm.
You kind of just let the cart do its thing and make your way into the town of Dragonsby. Dragonsby, has that kind of interesting feel. Very different from Wavebreak. Wavebreak had a lot of energy, a lot of constant movement, a lot of things coming and going. This is a lot more... the difference between the waves hitting the shore and almost more akin to either a gentle wind or a very light fire. like a campfire where it's cozy feeling. And as you kind of look around and see it, a lot of the buildings are built from stone and mortar, and you can see that they have a bunch of like wreaths and such around certain areas. It has a very, put simply, very druidic feel to it. Look around and see some of the people just give you like little waves of, oh, strangers coming through the town. Hello, welcome. No one's addressing you directly unless you attempt to do so yourself. And eventually you will see a building that does look to have the emblems and symbols of a tavern, but it's built more like a log house, like a Viking log house, longhouse I think it's called. I might be completely butchering what I'm saying, where it's got like more the tavern central area and rooms off to like the wings. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You are right, by the way, it is called a longhouse.
Yeah, got it in one.
Sorry, I was doing dishes while you were doing
you're
the
good.
exposition.
You're good. And that does appear to be the tavern. You can either go straight to the tavern, you can go do something else. That is completely up to you.
We should.
This is going to go ahead and go to the tavern. And
yeah, we should probably
sorry?
get the whole cot. We can just go to the tavern so we have a place to park.
Yeah,
Get situated with the
I can
stuff.
go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Imagine just Fidget and Artie both like, we're both talking at the same time, just like, Then it looks between the two of you.
Artemis will make a gesture for Fidget to talk because she's the leader.
We were both on the same page, Adi. You're good.
Anything we
Okay.
should look out for while we're here, or just
Just the usual, I
just
think.
usual? All right. Hopefully we're far enough away that troubles will be behind us for at least a little bit.
Serenity can't stop herself from smiling at that.
Aurelius will just kind of quietly say, I'm pretty sure no matter where we go, trouble will follow.
Specific
We are the
troubles. Yes, we are the troubles, which is why trouble followed. Let's go,
I'm going to go get us some rooms.
please.
I'll bring back keys, but if there's anywhere else we want to look around tonight, otherwise, you can just wait at the tavern or you can come with me. Either way works.
We are stocked up on supplies, aren't we?
At the moment.
Okay. There's nothing else we want any backup of?
Fidget?
Well, I got everything I need. For at least the night.
Serenity?
Okay.
Should be good.
Cat pauses. There's a moment of silence. Slowly sighs. Tank thinks about it for a moment. More daggers. And Bellador looks just like slowly drags his hands down his face. As I mentioned, he has belts around his legs of daggers.
Aurelius just kind of like lets out a sigh, like, how many daggers do you need? No, he doesn't say that, but
Yeah.
it's that kind of vibe. And then he goes, okay, I might see if I can grab a book while I wait, I guess, but otherwise I can't really think of anything. Hey, Fidget, he looks back. Did you have any books on languages?
No. I just picked up stuff that I wanted to actually read. Language made me think that my eyes would cross.
You know what? That makes sense. And he'll hand the reins over to whoever was next to him on the carriage, and he'll say, "I'm gonna see if I can't find a book to learn what everyone fucking speaks Elvish, so I guess I'll learn." Walks off.
I can help you out. Oh, okay.
Aurelius looks back. Look, buddy system, someone has to come with me.
Okay. Artemis will kind of toddle after him. And she'll give Serenity a quick kiss on the cheek and then look over at Fidget. Can you get the rooms? I think this is going to take a minute.
Yeah, I got the rooms. Go have fun at the bookshop with the himbo.
Okay, if I find any fantasy ones that kind of fit the she kind of gestures to the stack that she knows that Fidget has in the bag that fits the vibe, I'll make sure to bring them back for you.
You're amazing, Adi. Thank you.
Thank you. And she'll go off and toddle after Aurelius.
And Fidget will make sure to guide the cart over to the tavern and head inside.
Okay. Heading inside, you see it's lively. There's a bunch of different people going around doing a bunch of different things. Mostly seem to be either eating, drinking, or chatting about different stuff. And you see that at the kind of the far end of the room, there's a little actually no, not the far end of the room, closer to the door, off to the side slightly. There's an area where there's a person who seems to be like moving a few things around. Very much looks like to be they very much look like they are the person in charge of taking care of the tavern. Don't know why that was so hard to say.
Fidget will make her way right over.
They kind of they shift a few things. They pick up 7 mugs and they lift it up, turn, see you, pause, turn, set them down, make a snapping gesture and motion. One of the other people who quickly run over, a stout dwarven woman quickly scoops them all up, much easier than he was doing, and kind of just quickly shuffles off to go and help them. They kind of just wipe the sweat from their brow. Clearly a very busy day. Kind of move back over. Not exhausted, just kind of winded. The dude is a very gangly but very broad furbolg. Hello. Well, welcome to the Shining Star. How can I be of assistance?
Shining Star. Nice place you got here. We just got to Dragonsby. Really enjoying everything that we've seen so far.
Hey, yeah.
We're in need. My friends and I are in need of a few rooms for a couple of nights.
Oh, you're gonna be here for a while. No worries. It'll be. How many rooms do you need?
I would like to think that they had discussed this before they went out. So, out of character, who's rooming with who? I
imagine we need 3 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say
because Serenity will bounce between. Because Serenity will probably bounce between Artemis and Aurelius's rooms.
And Velinor.
And Velinor. So probably 4 rooms.
Honestly, Aurelius is happy to bunk with anyone. He doesn't mind either way, because honestly, he's likely going to be helping around the tavern anyway to keep his mind occupied while waiting.
Yeah, Fidget will get 3 rooms, and we'll just have 2 to each room.
Okay. You say that, and they nod. For 2 no, 1, 2, 3 rooms. Sorry. Mine is all over the place.
3 rooms, 2 beds.
Two beds.
Two
The two
beds
beds,
for
those are
someone.
going to be on the far wall, kind of points to the opposite end. That's the one with the multiple beds. It actually has 3 beds, actually, but bunked. Meant for people to actually, come and stay for a bit, but it's fine. Those should be 2 gold pieces per day. So
2 gold
that
a day?
total of 6 gold.
She'll happily put the 6 gold on the counter for him.
He nods and just kind of exuberantly just swipe. Thanks. This comes with prepared meals for breakfast and dinner. If you're looking for a snack during the middle of the time, that's gonna be someone outside, not us. Sorry. Breakfast hour runs till just before noon. After that, fend for yourself till near sundown.
Oh, no worries there. Thank you so much.
No worries. If you need anything, Boris, welcome to the Shining Star.
Thank you so much. It'll be nice to get off the cart. And she'll kind of give a bit of a grin going, we've been traveling for a little bit.
No worries. It happens to the best of us. Take a load off, kick your feet up. I know there's a merchant not too far from here. They sell, they actually don't sell anything baked already. Except for bread. They have bread. But mostly they sell like leeks, tomatoes, potatoes, stuff like that. Stuff you can get to make food yourself. But if you take that to a vendor down the road, they'll actually make it into a little hot pot, little bowl.
You know what? I think my group of friends would very much appreciate that kind of meal. Thank you so much.
Of course. Like I said, I seat you in here now, but we're at the tail end of breakfast, and some people came back saying they want thirds, and well, hey, no throwing. You see a guy has thrown a mug and hit another person with it. And that person's getting ready to throw an axe back and just kind of looks at him just like, he started it. I don't care who started it. I'm finishing it. You points to the other guy who is in a drunken stupor of just oh no, I'm in trouble. It looks like they turn just kind of waddling and try to waddle away from the situation. But one of their friends grabs him and just nah, you gotta pay for your crimes. He's like, no, not my crimes. He's like, sorry, ma'am. I'm gonna handle this.
Do what you need to do, and she'll take the keys. Thank you again.
Of course. The room numbers are on the keys.
And she'll turn back around and head over to Tank going, you okay rooming with me, big guy?
He nods, gives you a thumbs up.
You really are wanting more daggers, aren't you?
He's joke. It kind of looks around for a moment, switches to Orcish. Been a while since I've been in a place like this. Just want to keep my wits about me and try not to be hostile. Kind of hard when I hate new people.
Just stick with the group, Tank, and just be yourself. Really, it's okay.
If I'm myself, I'm going to start either throwing back ales, or I'm going to be like the dude who's being chastised over there. I don't need another mom. I have Eleanor for that.
Well, you do realize Serenity still thinks she can drink you under the table, right?
She's foolish, and her liver will not thank her.
See, I know this. But she still wants to try.
She's tried. She's failed. She should accept the defeat with her grace. For my liver's sake.
I love that we're doing this while Paris isn't here, by the way.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to tell her.
Oh, I know.
Very
I know.
indignant when she gets back, but at the same time, deservedly so.
But she'll kind of hand one of the keys to Velinor and the other key to Serenity,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can kind of start putting some of our stuff away.
Sounds like a plan. Velinor takes the key and kind of gives a nod, and we'll go and make sure that Bonkers and the other Magnavis, which, for those who are not aware, the Magnavis, the best imagery I can describe is effectively they are effectively like chocobos, just given a different name. They are used to either pull carts or ride as mounts, and Bonkers is Serenity's mount, which means that they are a big bird.
Oh, Fidget will head back to
Welcome back.
we'll head back to the bar going, sorry to interrupt you. I know you're busy. Do you know a place where we could put up our cart and our animals for a couple of days?
You go to the desk, and Boris went over to chastise them, but you saw the dwarven lady who gave out the drinks is back. She kind of wiping her hands on her smock, her apron, and kind of looks to you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. I'll get you covered. We have a place out back. Just behind the house.
Oh, perfect. I'll let the one who just went outside to go make sure they're okay. No, thank you again. And she'll head out after Velinor. Just so you know, Paris, Velinor has a key. Fidget and Tank have a key, and you have a key. We just got 3 rooms, and Fidget and Tank were joking in Orcish about Serenity still wanting to try to drink Tank under the table, and him disagreeing that all happened. That's what you missed.
For the sake
Boy, if you don't!
for the sake of your liver and his.
It sounds like the words of a pussy.
But yeah, Fidget will head out to find Velinor, going, they said that there's a place out back that we could put the cot and the Magnavis.
Alright, sounds like a good plan. Serenity's taking Bonkers to take a view of the city, take a quick run around.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Very Serenity
I'm gonna
energy.
I'm gonna go put some of my stuff down. I don't think I need to be carrying around all my books with me while I'm here. And they were talking about a couple of vendors here that one sells fresh ingredients and another one will make like a hot pot soup if you take the ingredients to them.
Ooh,
If you're interested.
soup.
I
Soup.
do like soup.
But yeah, they were talking about a lot of fresh ingredients. There is a vendor that makes bread, and that's around here as well. And lunch is not provided at the tavern, but breakfast and dinner are.
Got it.
So I think we're kind of covered for the next couple of days.
Just gives you a nod.
And I will leave you to the Magnavis and move in the cot unless you need help.
Only if you want to
Actually,
help.
you know how to handle animals better than I do. I just got lucky.
They do trust you.
I was there when we got them. Though it did take a little bit of convincing because I know horses better than I know Magnavis. So I was trying to get horses, but, you know, I can't say it was a bad idea getting the Magnavis.
Loyal, and they're versatile in a way, but not exactly the same amount of endurance that you'd normally get from, well, such beasts. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing in the slightest. Just different.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, I'll leave you to the animals. I'm gonna go ahead inside. I don't know how long Adi and Aurelius are gonna be at the bookstore. and Serenity likes to sightsee, and she's technically doing the buddy system with Bonkers, so we can't be too mad at her with that. And she chuckles as she heads inside to find her room and put her stuff down.
Okay. So you get your stuff put down. That's taken care of. Pretty easy. There is... It's not a major thing. But as... All of you will feel this, by the way. As you're settling in, getting a feel of things, a wind kind of just wafts through the village. And it feels off. For, I'll say, it feels off for all of you. Almost like it's like a wind that was breathed out of the forest. Like an exhalation of air rather than a wind.
Does it smell hot?
No. It's mild enough. But it's that uncomfortable sensation of goosebumps. As you see just kind of birds kind of take to the sky from the forest. You have that faint reminder in the back of your mind for what Serenity said. Just somewhere nearby is a dragon. Whether you'll see them suddenly coming out of the forest or whether you'll have to go in, more likely option. Now, gently weighs in your minds, with Fidget and Serenity having a slight bit more knowledge due to one reading a fantasy book and the other actually researching and looking into it. Knowing that either are possible. It could be that they could just wander out and you would never know. Just a moment of just... Again, just those goosebumps. Nothing visceral, nothing violent, nothing's happening, just... The presence of the forest seems to loom suddenly.
Once in her room, Fidget will just... And feeling that, Fidget will just, under her breath, even though she knows she can talk in her head to her patron, just going, "Do you feel that too?"
Yeah. Interesting. Not a fight.
I have... Mm-hmm.
But pay attention.
I'll make sure to. It's a good thing you picked the book that you did. So I know a little bit more of what we're going to be going into.
Curiosity
Do you want to leave?
Pays off.
Well, I do have to thank you for being able to finally be able to read. It's nice to not be in the dark.
He doesn't say anything, but there is a feeling of acknowledgement.
Like, if you'd like to leave Fidget there for now, you can go ahead and switch people.
Say that one more time.
If you'd like to leave Fidget there, you can
Yeah,
switch
switch
scenes.
Yeah, I thought that my brain processed what you said. It was like, okay. And it was like, did Fidget say that? What does she mean? I confused myself. No worries. Don't look at me. Zark and Kendall.
Hello.
You guys look for a bookstore. Yes, yes.
Hmm. Nee.
Store that is book shaped.
There is it's not a major tower, but it's like a slight tower that has a little shop offset with it that does appear to be some kind of bookstore or the like, you would imagine.
Yes.
You go in, and when you open the door, as you're doing so with your passive perception, you see there's a string tied to the door. And as you open it, it kind of pulls, and there's like the little ding, 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 ding. And you kind of look and see just there's another string continuing down across. And you hear another ding, 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 as it seems to go into the back and out of sight. You just hear the bell just kind of continuing along the way. Before you hear a boom, boom. Just a minute.
Hello.
Hold on. Hear a scraping sound, and then another. Ah.
Fuck.
Ow! As you see a young woman, slightly sliding, slightly stumbling down the stairs. She sees none of this. She's hearing this until she comes down from the stairway and gives a quick little wave. She's got like this wide hat that's like maybe a few inches past her shoulders, as she is clearly trying to quickly put on a pair of shoes while going down the stairs. Clearly she'd been upstairs just relaxing, doing her own thing, as no one was here until you all showed up. And so she's just half barefoot, half not barefoot, hopping on one foot as she comes in. Her dress is askew, like she probably like threw on some extra bits to greet company, as it were, as she tries to wander in quickly. You'd say from her complexion that she's probably an air genasi. Very wispy, wild hair that's kind of like clouds pushed up against her hat, almost seeming to give it a slight lift to it. Kind of a, not stormy black, but like a more grayish bits with hints of white when the light hits it. And then like thunderously yellow eyes. As she kind of skids to a halt behind the counter, is like, "Hi, yes." Reaches for a bottle, picks it up, starts to fumble with it, grabs it, holds it in her hands with both hands clenched around it, like if she lets it go, it's going to somehow slip from her butterfingers, and looks at you. "Hi, welcome to my shop. How can I help?"
Are you okay?
Depends on the day. Today is a good day. Looks at the bottle, like wide-eyed, staring at it through her. She has like these like very tiny little glasses on the bridge of her nose. She stares at it like, "Behave yourself." Gently sets it down, pulls back, stares at it like she's afraid it's going to fall over before snapping back to look at you guys. "How can I help?"
Do you have any books on the languages of the elves and the languages of the orcs?
No. Yes. Orcish is not wholly uncommon to hear out here. Elvish is a bit more south of here. And generally speaking, they don't tend to come to my shop after they hear various noises. Looks embarrassed off to the side, rubbing at her nose before looking back. orcish. She like gets on. You know those like the ladders that can roll from side to side.
Mm-hmm.
She climbs up one of those and like starts looking through, grabs the thing, pushes herself so it rolls to the side, and she's like dragging her fingers across it as though she can like almost like she's like trying to see by feel. And as she gets to a point, she like looks back, holds out her hand like, oh no, and just hits the end, thump, and she just goes ah! Flying off it, lands on the ground, gets back up, okay, walks back over, pushes it to where she'd been, climbs back up, pulls off a book, comes back down, thump, lays it in front of you. This is a book on some of the general greetings and verbologies and such of orcs, at least the ones known in the current areas, as well as the little bits that are likely to prevent you from getting directly into trouble.
Sorry. Aurelius will like the book is definitely there, and he's just looking at the girl for any potential damages when she fell.
She looks hardy.
Does she look like she's hurt though?
A little scratch on like her elbow and whatnot that she's pointedly trying not to rub at.
Okay. Aurelius will just simply like look at the girl, and then just like extend his hand.
Hi. Oh, you want to shake hands? And she grabs your hand and just immediately shakes it.
Lay on hands.
Okay. She doesn't immediately notice. She just seems to be like, oh, that's nice. Pleasure to meet you. My name is Montessa, and you are?
I am Aurelius.
Okay, and you are? Motioning to Artie.
Oh, I'm Artemis. It's nice to meet you. Do you have
Pleasure.
any fantasy books
Oh, I have
that are
so
not
many.
smut?
That are not smut? What?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Why would they make
Normal
those?
fantasy books.
But no, that's yes. Why would
Aurelius just starts like
she?
like he's trying not to laugh, but he's failing.
Montessa just looks mortified, just like I don't have no. What? Like her face like has like it doesn't become like a bright red per se. It's got the pink hue, but there's also like bits of like the hair has like little bits of like sparkiness to it, like little bits of like tufts of as she's like getting more tense, shoulders to her hair. She shucks her shoulders, jumps in the air. Right, what kind of fantasies would you like? Like, snap back to reality. Focus on what you can handle.
So you have regular fantasy books?
Those are the only kind of fantasy books that I have, yes.
Okay, can you show me where they are?
Holds up her arms to motion behind her at the bookshelf behind her.
Thank you. And she'll start, like, parsing through them.
Looks over to Aurelius like, she's so forward. Oh, okay. Do be careful. The ladder, there's supposed to be a break for it, but I don't know how to make it work. And the
Can
stuff
I have
at
a look?
No.
I can fix that.
No. Like, very, like, if you fix it and I figure out how it works, I'll stop it, and then I'll go flying off anyways. So better that I just let it run its course and slow down before I just am violently shaken again.
You'll-
Do you know how to walk?
Yes!
Are you sure?
Look, I sit a lot.
and my legs are still numb.
Montessa, can I call you Tessa?
Sure.
Tessa. Just let her do this.
I could fix it, I just don't have the time. I'm too busy making sure that the potions stay... The potions! Runs off. Just
God.
runs up the
Aurelius.
stairs.
Protective big brother energy. Aurelius is gonna follow to make sure they're okay.
Artemis is not. She just kind of gives a look over to Aurelius like, okay dokie.
Aurelius looks at Artemis like, just look for what you're... like, this is the ultimate. Aurelius is a protector and he doesn't want to admit it. Energy. He doesn't know he's a protector. He wants to make sure this person's okay.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Artemis is just
Comp,
more
why did you
interested
do
in
this to me?
I've had
so
this
cute.
I've had this character in my head. I'm just like, I know immediately what they are. I know all these other little bits. Personality, they fumbly. They're trying their best, but they fumbly.
You're fucking adorable. How could you do this? Aurelius is is following to make sure that she is okay.
Yep, she. From the sound of it, she sound like you follow her up.
Yeah.
And you get up there and you like see that she's got like a brewer's stand where she's got various different concoctions that are currently bubbling and frothing, and she quickly moves one thing from one station to another as she makes sure that it doesn't start to boil over and cause problems. As she quickly moves something over, puts it back, holds it up, quickly makes sure that it's put into like a secluded little place, like puts on like it looks like she has like a shield that she picks up, hides behind it, and like has like a, you know, those little grabby hand things.
Yeah.
She has something like that, but it's far more like archaic, like two pieces of wood that are just strapped together that she just kind of pinches to just kind of grab in place. And she grabs another bottle and just slowly whoop! It lands on the table. She slowly looks at it. Uh-oh. As the potion pops and just boom! And she holds up the shield and just kind of gets knocked back onto her. Just boom, 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 boom. Hits, kind of bumps against the wall gently. Stares at it. Okay. Kind of fumbles around for a second as her glasses are on the floor at the moment. Not broken, just on the floor.
Are you okay?
Huh? Who's there? Kind of fumbles around, grabs the glass. Oh, God.
Aurelius will walk towards the glasses and just try to place them within wherever she's reaching.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to help her up.
Yep. She accepts it and puts on the glasses. Oh, what? This is my... What are you doing here? Go back downstairs.
You seemed panicked.
Yes, I was panicked. I have a thing here and it exploded. Oh, where's my pen?
Clearly.
Walks over and
Are you okay?
starts writing stuff down.
And I thought crazy was a lot.
Okay, so if you don't put in... Okay, if you don't put that in, it will just pop. I knew this. I already knew. I have... Like, flips back, taps the page. Slowly, like, just dissolves and lays on the floor.
You're okay. He'll just sit down next next to her and just give her like a hug. Like, you're okay. Is there anything I can do to help with this, or are you just...
Leave me to die.
No, you are not going to die.
I
You're
know
too
I'm
adorable
not.
to die.
I will have you know that if there's a god out there, they are finding delight in my displeasures.
I can tell you that there are gods out there, and they are trying to, and they want you to succeed.
Why are you still in my room? Like, just kind of processing, like... Waves you off. Shoo!
Hey. Look at me. Yeah. When you fail, that is an opportunity.
I know that. And this would probably be a lot more heartfelt feeling if you weren't a stranger who just came in my room.
You know what? That's fair. I'm sorry. And he'll just quietly leave. He's only now realizing that he is not helping, and there is that disconnect that he has with people, and he's realizing that what he just did is not what people need or expect of him, and he's
still figuring
leave.
it out.
Yeah, he'll leave his he'll leave whatever he owes the shopkeep on the table, and then just kind of dejectedly walk to the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
You have to go downstairs first. Which, already looking around, the book on Orcish is set on the table, so that is already handled. The fantasy books. There's a couple different fantasy books. Most of the books seem to be stuff about various little adventures. The whimsy of the mountains, which in a place that is a lot of flatlands next to forests is probably very novel. Tales of giants, mysteries of elves, the peaking of the fae and such. A lot of different stuff like that.
She's gonna get a couple of them. Just like, we'll see how these go. These seem like these seem interesting. Is she able to find a book on Elvish?
Say again? A book on Elvish?
Is she Elvish?
None of the books are in Elvish.
Okay.
There are books that are like being like, oh, these are things that might be the mysteries of the elves and the such.
Okay. So there aren't any books on the language.
No. Orcish, yes.
Okay. Okie dokie. She'll take her things to the counter to pay for them.
A few moments later, you hear just a faint, "All right!" Thump, 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 thump. This time there's a lot more control as she's like holding onto the banister and like sliding down the stairs, like using her feet as like flat as they can to just kind of go down the stairs. She kind of runs out, like takes like 3 steps, and on the 3rd step her heel hits the back of her leg. And you just see her just like whoop, boom, right onto her face. And just slides for a second, just ow, picks herself back up. I'm okay. Kind of rubs her face gently. Hi. Oh, you're both still here. Right.
Yes,
books.
we were here to buy books.
How many books did you
Sorry.
get?
Aurelius has probably left by this point.
Oh. That's probably what alerted her to Artemis still be there. She heard the bells.
Oh.
Hi. Oh, your friend left. Was I? He didn't look like a robber. He looked like a nice guy. Just, he broke
He
into
didn't
my
rob
room.
anything.
No, good,
You-
good. He didn't. Oh no, he didn't buy.
You
oh,
realize-
No, I drove him
Okay,
away.
hold on a minute.
Oh.
You, hey, you need to shush 1 minute. Catch a bubble. It's okay. He got worried about you because you are a mess.
I already knew that. I live with
you understand?
myself.
Yes, so you know.
Yeah.
Don't worry. He's used to messes, which is why he did that. She kind of points at herself when she says that.
You don't look like a mess. You look like
I'm a mess. I like to go into dumpsters.
kind of pauses for a moment.
How much are these?
Like she like pauses, looks around, just like, do you go look for the fungus too?
Oh, I don't look for fungus. I look for spare parts and metal. But fungus is interesting.
Yeah, you can make very interesting potions out of fungus. And
You can make a lot of poison.
don't get me started on poisons and antidotes. I'll be here all night. How many books did you want?
These. She'll just set down the stack of books that she found on the table,
How many?
including the language book.
How many would you have liked to have found?
I don't know, probably like 4 or 5.
Okay. These, they're pretty simple. And you want to purchase them to half?
Yes, please.
Okay. That will be 50 gold.
Okay. She'll just kind of pull out her pouch to count it out and set it down.
All right, and that is
There we
that is of course. I'm kind of motions to the language book. I'm kind of throwing that one in as an additive, as an apology. I didn't mean to yell at him. He was really nice, and I think he said something really sweet, but I couldn't hear anything because my potion exploded, and I was really, really, really clumsy in front of new people again, and I didn't mean to drive him off. I don't want to breathe. I want to be better. I don't have to breathe until I'm sleeping, and then
No, that's not what Hey, Bubble. Do you have socks?
I knew I forgot something. Runs up the stairs.
Walk slower.
Ow!
Don't suddenly stop, just slowly, just gradually decrease your pace.
You just there's a moment of silence, and then she's just like, I will violently decrease my pace when I trip. That's how tripping works.
You're not supposed to trip.
I'm not supposed to trip. You're correct. Thump.
She kind of just.
Thank you, sock.
Do you want me to help you, or
I'll be fine.
do you want me to stay down here?
Please. You hear her
Okay.
She comes down the stairs, shoes in hand, socks on, just has almost like half slipping down the stairs before she kind of moves over, puts on her shoes. Oh, that's a lot more comfortable.
They have grip on the bottom to help you from slipping. But also, you can use rugs.
What's a rug?
And if you put like a plush, they're like carpet, but movable.
What?
Yes. They also have them for the walls to help preserve heat. Those are called tapestries.
Like, you can see just the math equations going across her face as she is clearly trying to process that. You know, that does make sense. Huh.
So she kind of points to at the bottom of the stairs. If you put a thick rug right there, even when you fall down the stairs, you'll have a softer fall.
I will have to see if I can find a rug. Oh no, I have to go out and socialize. I'll live, but I won't like it. Why must I
It's
exist
okay.
where I have to talk to people? Oh wait, I'm hungry. You just hear it from her stomach right as she says that.
When did you eat last? Hold on a minute. I think I have some bag food. She just starts digging around in her. Wait, do you want bag food? I don't think you want bag food.
You have bag food? What bag food?
I have snacks all the time.
What
She
snack?
just kind of starts digging in her bag. I think I have bacon.
Kind of leans forward, type peeking
want-
in.
Do you want a bacon?
She, like, you hold it up and she like stares at you for a moment, like she's like trying to be very gentle. The speed at which the bacon disappears into her mouth is remarkably quick. Just shoop, like she almost seems to inhale it without touching it. Just like chews it up real quick, swallows
When
it down.
did you eat last?
I don't know what day it is.
She'll list off the date.
She's like, oh, she pulls out a bottle, and in the bottle there seems to be some kind of concoction. It's not bubbling or anything, it's just like this murky concoction. She's like, I've been taking this, and it's allowed me to stay awake for a very long time. And I've been able to get it so much
Don't
accomplished.
those concoctions usually require food to metabolize?
Do they? I have yet to see. Do they? Oh no. I hadn't considered. Oh no. They reach into their back pocket and they pull out a cloth and they start pulling. They pull out what appears to be like a ruler and they start trying to write. They kind of slowly realize that they don't have their book and pen and they kind of slowly put it away. You didn't see that.
Artemis is going to hold up 2 fingers. How many fingers am I holding up?
I'd like to go. Oh, hold on, let me just. They're like getting ready to drink the potion that they have in their hand.
No, come on.
But I'll be able to see.
You're coming with.
No, I can.
You're coming with me, and we're going to get something to eat.
Oh no!
Like food,
Socialize.
not bag food.
No. She doesn't protest.
It'll be fine.
She does not protest.
Okay, yeah, she's
You're
just taking her to the
gently
tavern.
coaxing her out. She does not want to go outside.
Artemis has made a friend by accident and is taking her to the tavern.
All right. So on that note,
Oh wait, what's your name?
sorry. My name is Montessa. It's still a pleasure to meet you,
Montessa.
Artemis.
Yes.
Artemis. If I say it enough times, I'll remember it. Artemis. And you just
No,
hear
you
her
won't, but neither will I. Let's go.
you hear her very softly under breath muttering, Artemis, 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 Artemis. So, back with the rest of the group.
Well, Serenity's still off on her own.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. Serenity went off on her own. Serenity. Petasu, welcome back, first of all.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll a perception check?
Sure.
Ah.
Why'd you say it like that?
You ride around the town. Easy, simple. It's not a major city, which would take a lot longer. It's a town big enough that you can at least get through a good chunk of it. Looking around at different things. There's various stalls. This place appears to be a lot of woodworking, leatherworking, plants, agriculture, stuff like that, cloth and such like that. Very much a very busy, very diverse would probably be a better word for it, sort of city. And as you're kind of going around doing stuff, are you wearing your cloak of protection or the cloak that was given to you by Ember?
That's given by Ember, just to stand out a little less.
It actually helps you stand out a lot less wearing the cloak Ember gave you, which, by the way, it is magical.
Oh.
Yes. You don't know what it exactly do yet, but effectively, if you just replace it with the cloak of protection, it do magic thing. You'll find out later. As is the quiver that Zark got, that Aurelius was given. Also magical. But as you are going around the city, you note just kind of off, not in the distance per se, kind of off a ways, not in the town, but like near the town. Just looks to be a small group, not heading towards the town, just seems to be parading past it. Is a small, you'd hardly call it a caravan. It's more of a procession, which is a very strange thing to see even out here. Banners held aloft on poles. Perhaps banners that are too familiar.
They can't be.
They're not coming here. They seem to be heading south.
Wait. More southeast or more southwest?
East.
Fuck, are they hitting a wave break?
You would, based off the fact that in Wave Break you had a paladin group that were searching for potential clues in regards to some events happening there, and then you fought demons in a bar.
Fair enough.
It's very possible that a message may have been sent back to ask for assistance.
Do I see anyone familiar, or is this at
This is at a distance. Enough of a distance you can't make out anyone, but the banners are proudly on display. Just the memory, the knowledge of them being nearby. And it does look like they likely will probably camp outside of the town, possibly send people into town to get supplies before they head back on their march, likely maybe 2-3 days at most. Maybe you keep your hood up, just in case.
We're gonna do that.
Just shoop. Which you also do you put the hood up?
Yeah.
You realize with the hood up that like the top of it,
when you pull it up, you didn't notice it at first, but when you pull it up, it like goes up like over half your face, and at first you're like, oh, this isn't helpful. Then you realize, wait, hold on. Does this thing have eye holes in it? You kind of like realize you can kind of pull it around your head and where so it just completely covers the top half of your face, but it has this very feathery floofiness around you, giving you this almost like this mysterious feathered woman appearance. Very difficult to see who you are beneath the mask, as it were. It reminds you of Fidget in a more feathered cloak kind of way. Not spooky, just similar.
Interesting. Damn it, I can't ask her what the fuck this is. Ah! Keep walking, she's just gonna keep her hood up.
Gotcha.
Because realistically, in the back of her head, she's like, there's not a fucking chance I'm running into one of these fucks. This hound's too big.
That's the hope.
I'm sorry.
I said that's the hope. Coincidences happen. Whether or not they will is the question.
He's just rubbing his fucking hands together. I can feel it.
Your purpose in heading out and searching around, though, is to kind of get a feel for the place. And there is, again, that goosebump, hair on the back of your neck feeling. Like the forest breathes out occasionally. Not like once or twice. Like every now and then. You don't know if it's a specific time. Just an exhalation of air that kind of wafts across the village. That kind of has this moment of just pausing to try and look over your shoulder like someone's there. No one else in the village fully seems to pay much mind to it, and if they do, they seem to like pause, look around, they kind of shake their head, be like, "Oh, it's just the wind again." They're used to it, but you can definitely feel the strangeness of it, the oddness. But as for the rest of the village seems to be really calm, really, at the very least for the moment, appears to be at peace.
Sure, bet she'll head back then.
Easy enough. We'll kind of pull you all together as eventually you all meet back up together. Alright. And is there anything you all would like to do?
Terry would bring up the fucking paladins immediately.
Aurelius is.
Mm-hmm.
Aurelius is probably gonna just. What time of day is it?
By this point, it's mid-afternoon.
Okay, Aurelius is probably getting some practice in with the new weapon he has.
I got you, going from long sword to spear.
Yeah. And if anyone else around wants to join him, he's more than happy to let them.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be obvious to Fidget that Aurelius is a little off?
Due to how he normally acts, I would say so. Aurelius, would you agree?
Aurelius is notably distant.
Then Fidget will grab her longsword and join them. And without even really saying anything, she just kind of draws her sword and moves in front of Aurelius.
He won't say anything necessarily. He'll just... with the longsword in hand, he will just kind of flick it out into a spear.
Mm-hmm.
And putting the base of the spear under his arm, he'll just point at Fidget.
Ah, you are challenging me to a duel, good sir. I accept. And she gives like a dramatic bow.
Aurelius puts on the gruff, edgy voice he does when he's fucking around. Shut up and fight.
God damn it.
Oh, we're doing this, are we? And she holds up her free hand as her Eldritch Blast just kind of barks on her fingers, going, "Bring it on."
Nerds, both of you.
You're challenging me. I have to challenge you if I want to win.
He basically says, well, that's made things interesting. And I will say that for style purposes, a quick draw of the crossbow. It's obvious
Okay.
he's not aiming to kill,
Uh-huh.
but he's trying a new technique out, and he's purposefully kind of firing in a way that he knows Fidget will be able to deflect.
Okay.
He's fucking around. It's very obvious. He's distracting himself.
And Fidget is helping, is basically what it is. She's not hiding the fact that she is trying to help him get into a better mind space. She is being very much big sisterly at the moment with him.
Yeah. I'll say that at a certain point he'll probably make a reference to to the book that he knows she has read and he has read at the same time.
Uh-huh.
And as he makes the reference, he just kind of stops and breaks into laughter, like, I can't even take myself seriously.
She'll put her long sword away and just kind of cross her arms over her chest, going, "Talk to me. What happened?"
I tried to help someone today. The bookkeeper, and I crossed a boundary that I didn't realize was there until it was too late.
Okay, one question, and only one question. Did she say that she needed help?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna break my own rule here. Was it the only time you offered her help?
I think maybe 3 times I tried to help her.
And I am getting the feeling that she might have said no the first 2.
Aurelius kind of doesn't answer directly, but the answer is obvious.
Okay. Well, first off, I do need you to know that, 1, I am very proud of you for trying to socialize. I know that it's not your forte. But not everyone is somebody for you to protect, Aurelius.
If I can't protect people, then who am I?
Well, from the time I've gotten to know you, you are actually very bright. You're funny. You're a good friend. You're also fucking oblivious when it comes to people liking you. That was fun to watch in Waybreak. Though, congrats on actually finally getting with Emba. And yeah, you are protective. I've known this from the get-go when you decided to take care of civilians while the rest of us were getting hit in our first fight. That being said, not everyone is going to be okay with you trying to help them. Especially if they don't think that they need to be fixed. And I'm speaking as somebody who's tried and had it backfire very poorly.
The fucking chat's distracting me. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah, I saw it too. It's fine.
Well, okay, so from there, like, Aurelius kind of like flicks the spear back into the sword and returns it to his side and just kind of like sits with his with one knee up and resting his right arm on it.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of says, "What am I to do then?"
I answer your question with one of my own. Who is Aurelius?
Aurelius can't answer. He's trying, but he can't find one.
See, to me, if somebody were to ask me who Aurelius is, I'd tell them that I wouldn't mention that you are a paladin. I wouldn't mention that you are now part of the group like I am, that or anything like that. I would mention that Aurelius has a big heart. Aurelius is somebody who is very eager to learn. And I would also mention that Aurelius is lost. And just needs a little bit of help getting back on the path.
Aurelius will probably at that lie down on the grass and just like stare at the sun for a bit.
I know, I did all the sappy shit that you don't like. How dare I? She'll move to stand next to him and just kind of smile just a little bit down at him, going, once you're done reflecting on everything that we talked about, I heard that there's a place here that if you bring them some fresh produce from another vendor, they make some really good hot pot soup. My treat. And she'll head back to the tavern.
When do we hunt?
Depends. What do you want to hunt?
Dawn tomorrow.
You know I'll already be up. Take some time for yourself. There's no rushing tonight, okay?
Okay.
And like I said, she heads back into the tavern.
Once she's out of a certain distance, Aurelius will eventually sit up, find a decent enough rock or tree or something to sit on while writing his thoughts down in a journal.
But yeah, Fidget will go into the tavern and find Serenity.
And I think
He's just in the corner of the tavern.
on that note, as you all are kind of gathering together to get your bearings, perhaps rest for the evening, perhaps not. We'll end the session there.
Yeah,
and
Artemis.
pick up. Artemis, yeah, go ahead.
Artemis
Oh,
probably
yeah.
brought that Montressa to Serenity and started to feed her there.
You see, as soon as food is put before Artemis and Montessa, the food is vanishing at an alarming rate. Montessa has
Definitely,
Artemis level hunger.
definitely looking at this new chick like, who the fuck who did Artemis pick up now?
I found her. She needed food, and and I discovered that she does not remember when she last ate.
I don't remember.
Oh, if that ain't a mood.
I don't remember what day it is. Oh, this is real good.
If that ain't a mood,
She-
I don't know what else is.
The eyebrows definitely raise. Fair enough, I suppose.
I don't think she's in her right mind. She got upset at Aurelius for trying to help.
Oh, this is the person that Aurelius was trying to. Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah, I don't think she knows how to do math right now. Just eat
Aurelia?
your food. She kind of pats Montessa's arm.
Kind of leans into the touch like, touch start. Then shies away like, touch. What touch?
Yeah, we
but
can
bad
leave it
touch.
here.
But yes,
We can leave it here.
with you guys looking at Montessa like, what the fuck? Kind of looking around this town. That is different levels of energy, different vibes coming off of just the woods near it. Possibilities, perhaps. But possibilities to look more into next time. Next week is Christmas, so we will not be having session on Christmas. The week after that, though, we will be hopeful.
It's
Is
New
that
Year's.
I was about to say.
It's
Isn't that
New Year's.
It is fucking
That's New Year's.
Heck! So we'll probably not have session for New Year's. Yes, everyone.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I'm happy to stream something if
Yeah.
anyone else is available that day, but
Yeah, like if I might stream something on Christmas if I'm not busy with other stuff, and if you're streaming on the week after, I might stream with you, or we'll just we'll goof around. We'll figure something out. But so we'll
Yeah.
pick back up on the 8th of January. So we will be seeing you in the new year. And yeah, that about covers it. Just so you know, I do record these so that people can watch them back, and I post them onto my YouTube channel, Uncommon Guru. I will post a link in the chat. For the people who are watching on YouTube, like Technomonk, good to see you again, my man.
You mean
And
on Twitch?
Twitch. Yes, I knew what I meant. And Dragon of the Dark Rose, it is a pleasure to have you guys with us. We hope that you had a good time. We will be...
Excuse me.
Oh, you're excused. We'll be doing our best to keep up. And honestly, we're just going to be having a good time anyways. It's us. But until next time, thank you just so much for coming out with us. I hope you have a fantastic and wonderful Christmas if you celebrate. If you don't, just hope you have a fantastic rest of your month, and that when the new year comes, that it starts with good things. Lots and lots of good things. And until next time, thank you all so much for being here with us, and we will catch you guys in the new year. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.